Go, love, yeah, go, go, love, yeah, go, go, love, yeah, go, love.
I understand. Yeah. Uh-oh.
Fine. It's just, there we go. It's back. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tubers Deep. Thoughts on the bench. So when you wrote, Derek, just a reminder for don't have anything to produce anymore. Because I had produced a show without you, I thought you were saying, don't worry, dude, you don't. But then when I was like, dude, it's like 550. And I went back and looked. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
Well, both the reason I didn't even text you earlier is we took both cars in for an oil change today.
Okay. Flex, 2 cars, cool.
Yeah, 2 cars, hard flex. And somehow the total is like they're trying to make $4,000.
Okay.
Like, I'm like, just change the oil. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, no. I don't think you understand. This is wrong with cars. This is wrong with cars.
Yep.
And I drive these cars.
Yep.
Every day. This is actually, I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong podcast. I need to be on Healthy Plug for Chips podcast.
Yeah, this is a fatherly advice thing. Hold on. Let's get them involved.
Uh-oh.
I can't. If
you're
this,
gonna
damn,
call?
you know, I should. If I'm producing, I'm just moving us to Riverside probably, because
I
that
don't
way
care
I
what
could.
you do.
Well, that way I could call him, probably via the show, and we can cancel Zoom that way because he's not going to be able to have to relay stuff. He's probably watching. I don't know. They say they watch, but they don't comment.
You don't think they watch?
Well, I think they do, but every once in a while they'll just hit me with like a text because they don't want to comment because now we're on YouTube and it's too tough for them.
Yeah,
they would
yeah,
comment
yeah.
on Twitch and shit. Oh, they're at my cousin's graduation. Whoops.
Well, this is an emergency. No.
Yeah, I should text them.
So basically, moral of the story, kids, is never get your oil changed at the dealer unless it's under warranty and all that shit. Because otherwise, you're just gonna get railroaded.
I took mine in and he came out and he was like, "Hey man, we could just do the oil, but here's an itemized list of everything else." And I looked at it and I was like, "How much of this do I need to make my car go forward?"
Vroom vroom.
Yeah, like vroom. And he goes, "Well, man, I would probably do these 2 because if you just do them right now, then you're good." He's like, "These ones you can hold off on." And I did a payment plan for it.
Smart.
$200 a month for 3 months because he was like, "Yeah, you could." I was like, "I could pay in full," but I was like, "Also, what's this payment plan about?" And he was like, "Yeah, if you just pay it off, there's nothing bad about it." I was like, "Litty titty."
Litty titty.
Yeah.
That's my day has been absolutely the most chaotic fucking event that I did not plan on having today.
There's a good chance I just don't let Greg in when he joins.
Okay.
Do you know why?
Fine. Just because he's Greg?
Well, yeah, a little bit of that. So for everyone, 3, 2, 1, action. Oh, look on my eye. What are you drinking, buddy?
Oh, buddy. The one and only beer for me.
Yeah.
Peach Day Light.
Are they selling it there? Or did you get some?
No.
Nice.
No, this is still squirreled away stash from when my mommy visited me.
Nice.
I was before we started. Oh, hell, fucking yeah.
Speaking of squirrely away stash, yeah.
And look at, you're matching.
Dude, I have the jersey.
Oh, that's the jersey I dumped on the ground in the beer.
Yeah. You dunked in a literal pile of beer and then just sat over top of it. I haven't done anything with any of the pictures. I'm hilariously waiting for Greg to piss me off more, and then I can share the picture. Chip just trying to call me back. Josh spent $4K.
No, didn't spend.
Well, I'm gonna start here.
Okay, yeah, okay. Sell it.
Josh spent $4K to get 2-car oil changes. Is that
good?
Is that good? They said he got a deal. Josh spent $4K to get 2-car oil changes. Is that good? They said he got a deal.
Is that good?
I feel like it's
my
one of those
baby's gonna be
situations.
wearing paper diapers.
Yeah, well, it feels like one of those situations on like where they prank call a dad, and she's like, "Yeah, no, they got the oil changed. I got 4 new tires, and they put a new engine in." And the dad's like, "What?"
Yeah.
So,
What?
oh, here comes the dots. Chipper, come on, Dad, don't you dare let me down. Don't you do it, you son of a... He's typing a lot. Oh boy, this is a tough one.
Oh, it's a lot.
So on Chip's show last night, I want to pitch you a similar game before Greg gets here.
Okay.
I had some topics for him that were pretty. I thought they were pretty good. Let me log into the right account. He said, "Tell him I will fly out and change both cars for $2,000."
Pay $2,000. I would pay $2,000 to fly Chip out. Tell him he's got to do it shirtless.
If
we need the oh fuck, what's the chip magnet? We need the chip magnet going at full speed.
I said, "Oh wow," he said he's in if you do it shirtless to get the chip magnet going.
Yeah.
So
Anastasia's request, not mine.
No, yeah, I mean everyone's request. Yeah. So last night, I Chip and I had a call the other day because he was just like, "Yeah, I think his words exactly where the podcast is getting stale." And I was like, "You've
been doing it for 2 months."
Yeah, and I was like, "You're not wrong." Like, because we had took an episode off, like I missed an upload. Like I was just basically, "You're right, Dad. Like you deserve 100% of content creator Deke." And so I went and I made. Oh, he texted back. He said 2,100.
I like that it's only $100 more to be shirtless.
He's a slut, man. So I pitched him. We did his normal thing. So one of the segments we always do is what Chip and Marsha watched that week, just because they're a watching fiend. We normally do fatherly advice, but I hadn't put it out to get requests, so I just stopped. I was like, all right, let's not force it. I gave him 3 segments that were brand new. I announced on air. One was popular soccer teams as Marvel superheroes. So he gave one, and then ChatGPT gave me a list of a bunch that we filled out. Another one was I had ChatGPT write really loose descriptions of popular movies, and then I went in and made them funny. And so it's like really the bad description of movies. And the last one was a poem about describing to him the Kendrick Lamar Drake beef in the writing style of Dr. Seuss.
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, so I guess I'll ask you. Greg apparently, according to his internal maternal clock, has 12 minutes till he'll be showered and he's eaten, and I highly doubt he's watching. So which one of those do you want?
I used to do the. I would try to do in 2 sentences describe movies without giving the movie. You know what I mean? Like not using anything from the movie.
Yeah.
So like The Lion King would be like, boy's dad dies, meets cool stoners, returns home as cool stoner. Like that would be...
Yeah. Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll give you what I had here for Lion King. That was pretty much a given. Disney developers decide to make lions sexy.
That is the ultimate Barstool clip, is when White Sox Dave goes, she wanted it.
I mean, so here, I will go through.
Which cartoon characters did you have a crush on as a kid? And everyone's like, Jasmine, Dexter's mom, Mrs. Incredible, and he's like, Nala. Yeah,
she wanted it. So we'll go through here. We'll go through a few of them that I think you'll like.
Okay.
We had 20, so I won't make you go through all 20. I didn't let Chip. I didn't let him like flop. I basically gave him like 3 guesses if he had guesses, and then after that it was very much just give it to him. So first one here: leather-bound rebels bend backwards very low.
Leather-bound rebels bend backwards very low. Easy Rider?
No.
No? Okay.
Not a bad guess. Not a bad guess.
Have you seen it?
No.
Just Jack Nicholson fucking just beat Jack Nicholson, but like on a motorcycle.
It sounds great. The name Easy Rider fits what I would expect from that persona, but it is not Easy Rider. I'll give you one more guess here. Do you want to?
I got one more. Okay.
Leather-bound rebels.
Yeah,
bend backwards. So like low.
my initial brain went like Mad Max Fury Road.
Okay. No. It is
Okay.
The Matrix.
Oh,
so
wrong leather.
These are all very popular movies. Like these would all be in somebody's like top 20 greatest movies of all time.
Okay, cool.
Number 2.
Matrix. Fuck it, I love that.
Weather ruins travel plans for boat of people who can dance extremely well.
Titanic.
Yes, Chip got that one.
Is it?
Yeah. They can all just magically dance. All right, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3. Space farmer travels with old man to kill dad.
Oh, that's Guardians, right?
Not terribly far off. Space farmer travels with old man to kill father. That's a really good guess, though.
Space farmer.
Think of the criteria of like top 20 movies ever.
Yeah. Man, I don't know.
Star Wars.
Oh.
That was Chip's whole thing was like the second I told him, he was like, damn it. And I was like, yeah, but it's kind of like, I think the analogy is just that it's kind of like trying to describe a fish without using any colors. And it's like, as soon as I say parrot, you're like fish with buck teeth. And I'm like, I don't know. And you're like parrotfish. I'm like, fuck, that's a parrotfish.
They're like, but that's also like, he's farming moisture.
Yeah.
Like,
so sick. Number 4, Italian family forces deals to be accepted.
Godfather.
Yes. Yeah. That was
that was easy.
Number 5, naps are proven to be extremely dangerous.
Inception.
Yeah. See, you're getting it.
That was a good one.
He got this one. Theme parks produces attractions exactly as advertised. Theme park produces attractions exactly as advertised.
I can't get Final Destination out of my head, but I don't think it's Final Destination.
No.
Zombieland?
No. Nice guess, though.
Okay.
It is Jurassic Park. They are dinosaurs.
But it was not as advertised. They were supposed to stay in the cage.
They were supposed to, but they said, we have dinosaurs. And they're like, and they're in cages. It's like, nope, you just got dinosaurs. Yeah. An avid runner finds out that chocolate boxes hold mystery items.
Oh, that is my all-time favorite, Forrest Gump.
Yeah, I should have done better because he was like, oh, a box of chocolates. And I was like, I know, but saying it like mystery thing, and I didn't know. Number 9.
Avid runner. I just started running.
2 friends make plans to go to the beach. 2 friends.
Oh, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas?
No. Good guess.
Oh. I guess they don't go to the beach.
So Chip picked, I think, The Hangover. No, he picked Dumb and Dumber.
That's true.
I said they go to the mountains.
Okay, here's Surf's Up.
Not bad. This is the Shawshank Redemption.
They do make plans to go to the beach, and they may get there. Spoiler alert. I've actually seen Shawshank Redemption.
Shout out, Dennis. Rich orphan does old man's bidding year after year after year.
Rich orphan.
There was a discrepancy here that I'll bring up after, but rich orphan does old man's bidding year after year after year after year.
Batman.
No, that was his guess also.
Rich orphan.
Think of year after year after year after year.
Year after year after year. Who's a rich orphan?
You only really know that he's rich in the first one. That was
so it's multiple.
Mm-hmm.
Like Home Alone, but he's not an orphan.
That was Chip's exact guess. The correct answer is Harry Potter.
He is a rich orphan, and I think that if I could just critique that, does gay man's bidding?
Old gay man's bidding. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And Chip was like, he's not rich. I was like, dude, he had galleons on shekels on galleons.
I think they make a comment about it in the book more.
The book, he has way more money. because like he
Right.
basically pre-funds his education. Shout out to Harry.
Yeah.
Number 10 or number 11. Technically, we did Lion King already. Kid with hairy feet sees world.
Oh, fucking the best trilogy of all time, Lord of the Rings.
He got that one fast. Let's see if you get this one. Man appropriates indigenous culture to walk.
Tarzan.
Man appropriates indigenous culture to walk.
Also could be Forrest Gump.
It could be. It could be. Could be a lot of shit.
Okay, indigenous. Oh, that's Avatar.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Kid joins old man on adventure to bang his mom.
It's not Up, but it's also not Up.
My name's Wassel. I am a wilderness explorer.
Joins man on an adventure to bang his mom? Who falls in love? Oh,
Yep.
Mighty Ducks.
No, not terrible, but the kid's doing the banging.
Oh, the kid bangs the old guy's mom? It was Benjamin Button then.
The kid goes on an adventure with an old man to bang his own mom.
Oh, shit. Okay, I misunderstood. I'm sorry,
Yes.
Ryan. Ryan Thompson, I'm so sorry. It's Back to the Future.
It is. Yeah, I think Chip he was like, okay, the wording there, but I was like, yeah. Greg is in
Yeah.
the waiting room. He'll wait till we finish this. And then we'll do
Suck
the
it,
other
Greg.
two together. Next one. Okay, so this one, we're back to it. Rich orphan beats up comedian.
It's a comedian? Oh, with Richard Pryor. Right? No?
Way simpler than that.
Oh,
It's
man.
so
What is that
much-
movie, though? That's a good movie.
I don't know, but it is so much simpler than that.
It's like super racist sounding title. It's like The Toy or something like that. And it is
Yeah.
Richard Pryor babysits a orphan who's rich and he like bosses him around and shit. It's wild.
Oh,
The
that's
wild.
sick. No, this
70s
is,
were crazy.
This is The Dark Knight.
Oh, wait, what was it?
Rich orphan beats up comedian. The Joker.
The Joker. Okay. Sure.
Next, we have couple meets for first time to win dance contest.
Oh, that's Pulp Fiction, baby. That's the best scene ever.
Man and imaginary friend start after work group.
Oh, man. It's okay. It's Fight Club, but it's also Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Yeah,
It's both of those.
it is Fight Club. Man forced to entertain after old boss's son takes over.
I'm just thinking about Imaginary Friends start after work group. Fight Club. I'm speaking about Fight Club. Okay.
Man
Guy has to
forced
okay,
to
go ahead.
entertain after old boss's son takes over.
I mean, that's also that Adam Sandler movie. Hustle or whatever.
Yes, but no. It's not bad. The emphasis word is entertained. My Dynasty chat took about an hour to get this. It was painful.
To entertain. After son takes over.
After old boss's son takes over. Man forced to entertain after old boss's son takes over.
I don't know.
Gladiator.
Huh?
Joaquin Phoenix is the son of the king, and when he takes over the kingdom, he banishes the gladiator to be random, and then he comes back as a gladiator and says, "Are you not entertained?"
Whew.
Yep.
It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
Yep. I honestly wrote
Okay.
to my Dynasty chat. I said, I may not remember this movie correctly, but I'm pretty fucking sure
Yeah.
that's what happened, and they all agreed. So,
Okay.
company
All right.
boosts candy sales by having Alien try new product.
E.T.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spielberg.
Friends search for their buddies in a scary town.
My thing is Stranger Things, but that's not a movie. Stand By Me?
No, that would be Saving Private Ryan.
Their buddy. They don't know who Ryan is. Private Ryan is.
He becomes their buddy.
He's not their buddy. They don't even because that's part of the thing. They don't know who he is, and they're always asking have you seen Ryan? And then they get all these red herrings and oh, it's a great movie, but yeah.
Last one, Outcasts meet up to get shawarma together.
Oh, that's got to be Avengers. Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
Let me.
What an all-time cut scene.
Oh, dude, so good. And even Chip and I were talking about it because I was like, he was like, shawarma. And I was like, yeah, dude, the end scene.
They get it at the end.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to let Greg in. Apologies to everyone watching at home
right.
for the BS you're about to see on your screen, but I don't feel like doing all the work to not get it there. Greg is the worst. We hate him. Oh, hey.
About time you
Captain
showed up.
Jerk face.
I'm the worst. What can I say?
Why haven't you posted more than once on Instagram?
Because I still don't know how it works properly, so that's probably why.
What a fucking cop-out. You posted one picture. What do you mean you don't know how it works properly?
I don't know. I don't really keep a rolling tab of photos on my phone to post for the world, so that's just me.
You have posts from the draft. Why didn't you post this from the draft? Are you embarrassed by us?
No, I'm not embarrassed. They're actually your photos, technically. I don't have any of mine.
Okay, why haven't you asked for them to post?
Why haven't I what?
Asked for them so you can post them.
Shit.
It honestly feels like
know,
we were talking about it. We weren't. It feels like you're embarrassed by us.
I'm not embarrassed.
There we go.
Why would I be embarrassed by you guys?
I don't know. Well, if you're not posting us, this is exactly how a girlfriend would react.
Maybe you just kind of explained why I don't have a girlfriend. So
I'm sure that's why. All right, we are getting to the.
Yeah.
What's your hand up, Josh?
Did that take away my video, or can you still see me?
You're there.
Okay, cool.
What'd you do?
I'm not used to being on this side. I don't know. It's just it was flipping back and forth between the two of you when you were talking. I was like, I'm not doing that all
no.
day. And I was trying to figure out my view.
We're back.
We're good.
All right, let's go to the next one here. So we're doing the same segments as Chip's podcast. We're just going through them. This is soccer teams as Avengers. So the way this works is I had ChatGPT spit out a list of the most popular soccer teams. There are 10 here. And it gave us why with a funny twist. What?
Before we start this segment, I do want to bring one soccer thing up. So finish explaining the segment, and then we'll do my little bit real quick. No? Okay. Can we
just shut down so bad?
As an American culture, normalize what Liverpool did for Klopp this weekend?
What'd they do?
Define normalize.
It was a celebration about what he did for that club and everything he's accomplished, and sending him off with well wishes and love, and all the players hugging him. They brought back old players. They had special signs, all that shit. Mike Sullivan deserves that, right? Tomlin deserves
Mike Sullivan never won the Champions League.
Valid point.
Respectfully.
For the first time in how long, too, by the way? It was a long stretch.
It's
no. It was a long stretch for the Premier, the Prim. They had
Okay.
The Champions League in 2008?
Yeah. I think that I don't hate what you're discussing. I think the tough thing is Klopp, with soccer, you can do so much, right? I have it up. Klopp. Oh, I had it up. Klopp's Liverpool trophies. He had Champions League, the UEFA Super Cup, a FIFA Club World Cup, Premier League Cup, Carabao Cup. He's won the Shield. He brought Liverpool back to their place.
Being Liverpool.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think that the closest I can think about as a guy for this is the GM that was with the Red Sox and the Cubs. Whatever the fuck is it?
Oh, Epstein.
Yes,
yeah.
He is the closest I can think to what a Premier League guy that revitalized. Because I don't disagree. American sports should have this like, hey, look at what you did for us if it works out. But also American sports and Manchester United turn over their coaches so much that it's tough to find the one that sticks. Like we did that for Fergie, right? Tomlin, I would assume will get that as long as he leaves on good terms or retires or whatever it is. But like, for example, do you want them to do that for Belichick?
I think that Belichick would have deserved it.
I agree.
I think the difference is that Klopp kind of went out on a high. In fairness,
how they didn't win a trophy this year.
Well, Belichick, but if you're comparing it to Belichick, though, Belichick had one of the worst seasons in Patriots history, and there was like a clear downturn when he left, though. Like Klopp at least finished top 4 and still qualified for Champions League the next year. So
if they would have finished 7th, I think they would have done the same thing.
I agree. I don't think it
100%.
They were 10 points out of fucking first in the Premier League. They got knocked out. I think. Did they get out of the group stages of Champions League this year? I don't think so.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think Klopp, they had this planned. The second he announced, they had this planned.
Yeah.
I don't think it mattered at all.
I just love it. I think maybe too, Greg, it works better in like college, probably. Yeah. Like Nick Saban retired peacefully. He didn't want all the hoopla, but like Nick Saban would have deserved that, right?
Yeah. Well, also
when Dabo leaves Clemson.
Well, I was going to say Belichick also didn't like retire. No, it was his last year as well. Like he kind of like.
That's the point too.
Decided to retire like after the season as well.
If you get the long-standing grace to be with the team for that long, you can say, "Hey guys, just so everyone knows, at the end of this year, I'm leaving."
It's kind of like what like when Kobe retired. Like everyone knew it was Kobe's last season, so like everyone kind of like gave him his flowers like during that season. Like even though the Lakers were bad, and everyone kind of like gave him like, I don't want to say like a notoriety or recognized him like throughout like all the arenas he played at as well. But I think it's the idea of knowing ahead of time. That's probably what plays into it to a degree.
Yeah. It's just like, there's a big difference between a player and a coach. And it is so rare in American sports that the coach gets to leave on that note.
Yeah.
Right. I think like Scotty Bowman got to do it. But like, I think of like, there have been so many legendary, like Sean Payton didn't get the victory tour in New Orleans, right? He deserved it.
Yeah.
You know, like there's just, I just feel like it was so cool, and I couldn't get enough of watching the clips and I was just like that. Like when a coach gets to that level, and if you think about it, Klopp really wasn't there that long.
But he did so much in that short amount of time, though, that's why he had such a big impact.
You know what I mean? Like, like he will probably be added to songs that they sing for decades. And I feel that way about Mike Sullivan. I feel that way about Clint Hurdle. I feel that way about Tomlin or Cowher.
You feel that way about
You don't feel that way about
Clint
Hurdle? Yeah.
Why?
That's the most successful the Pirates have been in our lifetime, is under Clint Hurdle.
Yeah, no. Totally get that. Bar is not high. We want to play off.
True.
Game. Like, not, I'm not knocking it, but he was not.
He's not Jim Leyland.
He was put into the fire of he's one of the reasons we weren't good. Now, granted, we all know a large portion of his spending, but I don't think anybody looked at Clint Hurdle and said, that man is 100% not the issue. I
felt that way.
I loved looking at a tubby belly in a baseball uniform, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know, Greg. Am I wrong?
That was just something.
No, you're not wrong. I mean, you're the expert too, because you're wearing the baseball jersey, so you know better.
Thank you, I do. And you were late, so
huge baseball fan.
Better baseball fan than you.
Colossal, ginormous. Yeah.
So let's have another. So the point of this is the ChatGPT. I said, give me the team. Give me why and make it funny. So I have the team, their Avenger, why, and a funny twist that is actually quite funny. Chip got one of these on the nose and almost had 3 of them, but like shifted at the last second and talked through. So what's going to happen is I'm going to say the team. You two are each going to give your Avenger and just kind of like why, and we can sit and soak. And then I'll let you know ChatGPTs and tell you the funny twist. Okay?
Okay.
And I think I remember them all. I have some written down. I don't remember them all, but I have who Chip is picked for the first couple.
Okay.
Number one, Manchester United. We'll do Greg then Josh because Greg was late. Manchester United as a Marvel. It doesn't have to be a super tight Avenger either. Chip picked somebody that was a little far away, but still in the Avengers movies, but like wasn't one of the core.
I was gonna say like, okay, so old guard kind of have like revelry and stuff like that. I'm gonna go Black Panther. I'll go T'Challa.
Why?
I'm
sick.
thinking like has established a kingdom of dominance and has started to like maybe like spread their resources and wealth a little too thin, that they're not thinking too far about what is the actual core of what is best for the club instead of like, kind of like getting their name out there. And so I'll go Black Panther.
And just like the Black Panther, Manchester United is dead. Josh.
So Manchester United and Liverpool are sworn rivals. But I think as general goes, Manchester United kind of flips between being the villain and the hero a lot in public perspective. So I'm going with Loki.
Okay. That's not okay. I like the description. I like that. Chip had Thor. You'll have to listen to the podcast for his description. I'm not going to leak that. ChatGPT has Iron Man. Mr. Tony Stark.
They're red and yellow.
Why? A rich history, flashy and influential, but sometimes seems like they are coasting on their legacy. Plus, they have a tendency to self-destruct spectacularly when things go wrong. Funny twist.
Wow.
Like Tony Stark's many suits, they keep changing managers, hoping one will fit.
Oh, that's good. That last one's good.
Cooked my shit.
I see. I was unfamiliar with your game, dude, sir. I apologize.
Chip's exact wording was, how long did it take ChatGPT to do all this? And I said 10 seconds, and it was a slow day.
You don't want to know, Chip.
That's
phenomenal.
All right, number 2 here, gentlemen. Real Madrid.
I can go. Greg, if you don't got one.
I got one, but if you're insisting, go ahead.
I feel like they collect all of the pretty stones.
Okay.
So we'll go with Thanos.
They say, I like that guy, Luka. I like that guy, Gareth. I like that guy, Ronaldo. I like that guy, Mbappe.
Sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. You know what I mean?
Not bad. Greg?
Okay. See, this one I think is Thor.
Okay. Why is that?
And the reason I say Thor is because Thor is, considered a god, considered like, this, this higher being, if you will, but then needed like a coming down to earth moment, if you will, to be able to humble himself and be able to understand like what he is amongst the peasants and amongst everyone else in order to reestablish who he is. And I feel like Real Madrid has kind of had to go through that a little bit.
Chip's reasoning for Thor with Man U was because Thor got fat and lazy, and that's what Man U is right now, just so you know. So I love that you went a different route with it. Chip had them as Black Widow because no matter what, they're there. They always seem to somehow win no matter who they have because they don't really have big names, but right now compared to when they are. But at the same time, they're deep and long, and the ChatGPT has Thor.
Let's go!
So,
I'll take it.
Their reasoning, mighty, powerful, possesses a godlike presence in the soccer world. Their trophy cabinet is as weighty as Thor's hammer Mjolnir. The funny twist, they think they are invincible, but occasionally get defeated by lesser mortals like Ajax.
Yep.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Does Chip want to fuck Real Madrid?
Everybody does.
Everyone does, yeah.
Number 3, Barcelona. Barcelona.
I'm gonna say the Hulk.
Oh, Why is that?
And the reason I say the Hulk is because when you collect all the stars that they typically put together, you think they're like this giant monstrosity that no one can get past whatsoever. You know, they're big, powerful, dominating and stuff. But yet somehow, some way, there is a weakness. And if you can exploit it to the right degree, which is the human side of it, you can probably get past the brutality of it and make them not as fearful as they usually are.
Josh? That's a good one, Greg.
Barcelona has this like cool like Ronaldinho, Maradona, Messi, like they kind of have this like passing of a legacy kind of thing going on.
They're sexy,
a little
They're sexy,
bit,
if you will. Yeah,
and like, but it's like that. It's the you see the arc from one to the next to the next. So because of that, I'm gonna go with Captain America. Because the title gets passed a little. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of where
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chip had this one as Iron Man. Logic being flashy, arrogant. You don't know if you're not really supposed to love them, but you're like, damn, you love them. ChatGPT, it is 1-to-1. ChatGPT has Captain America. Steven Rogers. ChatGPT says why? Noble, respected, always striving to play the game with integrity and skill. They're have a history of triumph and clear moral code.
Sure.
Tiki-taka anyone, which shout out to ChatGPT. Funny twist. They used to have a super soldier, Messi, but now they're just trying to keep up with modern times.
Sure.
Shout out Sam Wilson. Damn.
They've kind of always had that. You know what I mean? Until recently, they've always had a guy who's the dude.
Yep. Now they're just trying to keep up. Next one. Liverpool. Liverpool.
I got one.
Okay, go ahead.
Peter Quill.
Oh, okay.
When the highs are high, they are all the way to the moon. When they are low, they are fucking ugly. They are super popular when the highs are high, and when the lows are low, nobody gives a fuck about them.
I like that. Greg?
I'm going to go Clint Barton, a.k.a. Hawkeye. Might sound a little disrespectful.
Greg, that's just fucking mean.
Hear me out. It's not disrespectful.
He said mean.
Not disrespectful. Hawkeye is probably the most street-level version of the Avengers outside of Black Widow, but expert marksman, finds a way to make it work no matter what entails of him, and is also resilient, and also perhaps may look at all these superior beings as a weakness, but in actuality, his humanity is what makes him the strongest.
So,
go fuck yourself.
Interesting.
Go fuck yourself.
Chip had them as Spider-Man.
Yeah, Greg, suck a dick. Your fucking favorite.
And ChatGPT had them as Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
You suck a dick.
Young, energetic, and sometimes a bit too optimistic. They experienced a rough period, but have recently come to their own with great power and responsibility. Funny twist, they're always just one bad result away from everyone chanting, Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. ChatGPT.
That one hits.
That makes it way more sense because they're always good when they're young. They're never like, you know, like when's the last time Liverpool really brought in an old head or like tried to like collect a bunch of superstars? Like they have their 2 or 3 dudes and then they got a bunch of good players around them.
Way to describe Andrew Garfield to a T. Just saying.
Next,
fuck, you even gave me the shitty Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's tough.
You're
to be fair, we just rewatched both movies. He is arguably my favorite in the suit. Not
That's
Peter
fair.
Parker. Like him in the suit. He's when he's walking the kid home with the science project, and like I was like, oh, that felt neighborhood.
That's fair. Yeah.
Next is Juventus.
I'm Greg. I'm king of the pirates.
My name's Greg Titufi. I'm king of the pirates. UV.
Juventus. What's up, Buffon? I feel like this is kind of like a Black Panther, where like he's not like predating movies, right? He's not like maybe the most popular, but like when you find out about him, you're like, that guy's fucking cool. And they both wear all black.
It's not a bad one.
Juventus.
Greg?
I was thinking that route too, Josh, but I'm gonna like veer off a little bit just to be different. I'm gonna go Star-Lord on this one.
Why is that?
Just because, especially for the fact that like in Italy, like I understand there's kind of like there's a hierarchy as well, but it's so hard to kind of like muddle your way through it, and especially with Peter Quill, he was originally a Ravager, then kind of created his own legacy, created his own identity, and then ended up becoming bigger than what he was originally anticipated to be. So I feel like that fits Juventus a little bit more.
Okay. This is the last one I've written down for Chip, and I won't guess the rest. Chip's funny. He said his description was Juventus has been around since the start. They were always there, but they care. It's very pure. But despite them being at the start, they never like were one of those teams. Like if you think about it in the 80s and 90s, they were so good.
Yeah.
But they were never thought about in the same light as Real Madrid, in the same light as Barcelona. So he actually had them as Agent Coulson.
Wow. Okay.
With Nick Fury from the start, was the reason the Avengers got together, was always there. You don't think about him as much as he deserves.
That's a great description. I can appreciate that. Okay.
ChatGPT has them as Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange. Why? Mysterious and complex with a bit of an ego. They've mastered the dark arts of defensive play like Strange and the mystical arts. Funny twist. They keep going back in time to fix their mistakes, yet always seem to get knocked out of the Champions League by some unexpected force.
Oh, okay.
That was okay.
Can I do an inverted question?
Yeah.
Who's Wolverine? And if you say Wolverhampton, I'm punching you in the nuts.
No.
Well, let's think about it. Like, was already a immortal mutant that could regenerate and heal himself, but was eventually like given adamantium skeleton and became an indestructible like killing machine, essentially.
Not
what's like what's a football club?
Player.
I would argue. Player. I'm just saying, this sounds like Man City.
I think it's PSG.
The adamantium skeleton is the Saudi investment, and then they became an unstoppable juggernaut that just like kills everything in their path.
But Wolverine isn't. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, he's everybody's favorite character, but like he does not have like, I beat Thanos. I did this. I did this. Like he's kind of like a bum in the grand scheme of things.
One could argue Man City was kind of a bum before at one point as well. They were the little brother to Man United for a long time.
But they never like Wolverine never became the guy. He's just super poppy. He's not the leader of the X-Men.
Are Celtic FC.
Oh, because he can drink?
No, because you know them. They're everyone's favorite team there, but you don't.
Yes.
I don't know who else is in the fucking Scottish League. And guess what?
Yes.
One of the greatest moments in soccer history was Celtic beating Barcelona with only 2 shots. When Barcelona had 36, they took all the hits in the world. It only took 1 from them to win. I like Celtic.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
The explanation against Barcelona does make sense too, as well, because it just regenerates no matter what. All right.
Yeah, I was trying to think. It was them, Galatasaray. I was trying to think of like a powerhouse in a shit league that had no one else around it, where it's just like, dude, there's so many X-Men. Like, I couldn't tell you half their names.
Yeah.
But I know, okay, well, that's Aberndeef FC, and that one's Rangers, I think, and that one's that one.
Yes.
Like, I know the logo.
Rangers is the only other.
Rangers would have been good too.
But no. What I'm saying about all those teams is, like, if you see them, you're like, I think that's Rangers logo. Like, I don't know, it says Rangers on it. Cool, now I know it. That's how I feel about all the X-Men, except that's fucking Wolverine. That's that one right there.
Yep.
The next one is PSG. So.
Oh, PSG's the next one.
So you got Wolverine there. You can go.
Yeah, because like they're like on paper, you're like, how could this person ever lose? And then they always manage to. You're just like, oh shit, man. Sorry, you guys do kind of suck.
Greg?
I'm trying to think. PSG is they're a power that's trying to like be up and coming almost. They always try to get like the best everything, but they can't quite get over that hurdle. I don't like this one necessarily, but I'm going to go Bucky Barnes.
Okay.
I'll go Winter Soldier, yeah.
Don't hate that. I don't remember what chips was. ChatGPT has Black Panther. Black Panther. Why? Wealthy and powerful with highly talented squad, just like the tech of Wakanda. They are emerging as a major force in the soccer world. Funny twist, despite all their advanced resources, they still struggle to rule the Champions League jungle.
That's fine. We're all pointing out that PSG can't get it done.
Yep.
In the long run.
Yes.
That's what we're all pointing
100%.
out. Right.
Chelsea.
Which is why I don't agree with them being associated with Black Panther, because I feel like Black Panther like eventually does.
He died, Greg.
Yeah. He died. He didn't get it done. His sister got it done.
He lost straight up in a just legal fight. He lost.
That is true.
Like
he did.
Like,
That's
everybody can hate Killmonger, but in a 1-to-1, he got served.
Killmonger was right when you think about it.
Shout out the fucking U.S. troops, baby. Chelsea.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Chelsea.
I think that one's Thor for me.
Ooh, why is that?
Everybody loves Chelsea. Everybody loves Thor. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like when people are getting into soccer, 90% of the time they end up on Chelsea, right? Yeah. Like, they're just like, it's the kits, it's the style, it's them. Like, the logo's cool. Like, all of Chelsea is cool. They're OGs. They are classy. They've been around forever. Like, I think they're Thor.
Yeah. Gregory?
I'm going to go Ant-Man.
Ooh, why is that?
Wow. Actually, so because the original Ant-Man, Hank Pym, was around during S.H.I.E.L.D. time, was a secret agent for the longest time, has a legacy built in, and everyone who has an understanding of that era knows him, but then passes the legacy to Scott Lang, who may not be the same caliber of person as Hank Pym is, but is still trying to do his best to live up to that legacy and create his own understanding, which I think the modern era of Chelsea is trying to do.
I don't hate that one bit. They have it as Hulk, Bruce Banner, which I love their description. Unpredictable and capable of smashing any team on their day, but you never know if they're just brilliant or just mad. Funny twist, they often undergo radical transformations mid-season that leave everyone confused who they really are.
Ooh, that last one makes a ton of sense, actually.
Hooked on this shit. Next team.
Damn, okay.
We got 3 more. This is Manchester City.
Ooh.
Which, for the record, Greg, I did not hate your description of Wolverine here when it's like he was cool and then he got the claws and he was sick.
Mm-hmm.
Also, while you guys do that, just to say it, Josh, you'll understand this. Ad week. Breaking news. Ryan Reynolds' ad agency wins new business pitch for company owned by Ryan Reynolds. And someone commented, or what was it? Ryan, or what was it? Breaking news: product has to announce to Ryan Reynolds' ad agency that they lost to Ryan Reynolds' ad agency for Ryan Reynolds' product company, or something like that. Like how they thought it did. It's so fucking funny. Man City.
Okay, this one I'm gonna say War Machine.
Wow. Why?
Because Rhodey was always kind of the partner to Tony Stark, gets the enhancement not only with the cybernetic in his legs, but also his own suit of armor, and is used as kind of like the focal point of the country to show, look how shiny and how cool and how great we are, and also can hold his own in whatever fight that comes about it and stuff, but maybe is not as good as the original because everyone still longs for it.
Don't hate it. Josh?
I'm going with Iron Man.
Why is that?
Nobody gave a shit about Iron Man before the movies came out.
Iron Man was made to not be liked. I don't think that's
true.
Yeah, and then like the movies came out and everybody's like, "Oh, Iron Man's so tight." And it's like, is he? Are you sure you know who Iron Man is? And then you're like, oh, they're backed by Saudi Arabia money. Oh, Iron Man's a raging alcoholic and a narcissist.
So sick. Yeah, and the other part that goes into that is everyone knew of Man City. Like, Man City was cool, whatever. And then one day they just got a suit. And that suit was real money.
Yeah.
ChatGPT has them as Vision.
Oh,
why?
Wow.
Created with immense resources, cool and calculated, but sometimes feel like they are missing the human touch that connects with their fans deeply. Funny twist. They have all the Infinity Stones, monies, players, facilities, but still can't always snap their fingers to win the Champions League. Which that one, I was like, I think they think it's Thanos, but at the same time, he does have an Infinity Stone in his head.
He does. He does.
Last two. Arsenal.
I knew this was going to come up, and I've been racking my brain. It's like, who's a character who like every year is like, I'm the fucking best. And then they trip over their own fucking shoes going out the door. Like, who's that? Who's every time he's like, I'm gonna fucking handle this thing, and then just bumbles. I kind of
have it.
Okay, let me hear it.
I think it's Scarlet Witch.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because Scarlet Witch, realistically, has the power to absolutely just ruin everyone, decimate everything, not just physically, but also psychologically as well. And like, Scarlet Witch realistically has the power to disrupt an entire timeline if she wants to. But for some reason, because of her own mental state, gets in her own way and can't put her powers effectively, which I feel like is Arsenal.
And Josh, who did you say about?
I'm gonna go with Drax.
Oh, okay. I like both these.
Drax is always like, I defeated the monster, and he didn't really do anything. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the fucking man, and everyone's like, okay, Drax, just calm down over there.
They're the ones at the bottom of the podium shaking the champagne, and it's third place.
Yeah. Drax is like, I just double jerked off a giant dick in my face. But
they have this as Hawkeye.
What?
Oh. Yeah, Greg. Fuck yourself.
Skilled, precise, and always fighting, even though they might not be the strongest. They have a loyal following despite not having superpowers, trophies, like the others. Funny twist. They have their moments of brilliance, but often get overshadowed by the bigger guns in the league.
Okay, that part I can see. All right, that makes sense.
Last one. Tottenham.
I want to get like this one. Feels like it'd be so fun to dunk on them, but
this one, I think this one's Captain Marvel.
Oh wow! What the wow!
Yes. I said dunk on them, Greg, not rip their throats out.
Captain Marvel's the strongest character in the world.
Because, hear me out, Captain Marvel is the strongest character in the world, is embedded with literally an Infinity Stone, but how often does she actually appear when needed? She's always off-world, doing her own type of thing, never actually paying attention to what's going on around them, though.
Okay, that's not bad. It's a good way to word that.
I'm going to go... I don't know. I don't, honest to God, know. Because, they're Storm.
Okay, why?
Okay.
So they are super fucking cool if you know about them, right? You're like, oh, that's tight. And they're kind of different, right, from everybody else in a weird way. Yeah, they fit in with all the top clubs, but they're kind of just a half step below that. You know what I mean? But every time you look at Storm, you're like, you're going to be fucking cool, right? You got lightning and you fly around and all that shit. You're going to be tight. And then Storm's like, no, this is it. I just fly around and I look tight. And you're like, okay, cool. This is what you're here for. That's it. Just to look cool. Got it.
Despise it.
Sorry, Harry Kane.
He's at Bayern. You're good. Tottenham Hotspurs are...
Oh, that's true. He is, huh?
Ant-Man. They are Ant-Man.
Sure. Same difference.
No.
Same difference.
Occasionally punch above their weight and have some big moments, but often find themselves coming up short when it counts. Funny twist. Wow. They're good for a surprise, but fans are still waiting for them to grow into real giants.
Yep.
Same. Oh, yeah. My God. That's...
Also,
ChatGPT does not fuck around, apparently.
All of them are very accurate.
Also, Lester is Hulk. There's no, right, that one time they were tight, and then that was it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're just a problem for themselves.
They're if there's a Marvel hero out there that was able to have powers one time.
Yeah, I mean, whatever Abomination if you want, but he was a villain technically.
Oh, villains will be fine. All right, the last thing I have until we get into Greg's list of stuff is to read you guys a poem.
Yes.
Okay.
I asked Chip on his podcast 3 weeks ago if I could tell him about the Kendrick Drake beef and dumb it down for him, and he was like, I just don't know anything about it. I don't want to research. And I was like, no, I will tell you about it. And he just didn't seem interested. And then it came out that Chet Hanks, Tom Hanks' son, described to his dad oh boy, did I lose you guys? Littlefoot, Bigfoot, get out the way. I'm going to go down. Why is everything sucky? So I lost them.
That's the whole show is down.
Hello. It was still working on my YouTube. It was just the... I was...
It is still working on YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We froze, Greg.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
That's weird.
Yeah, it gave me network connectivity issues, but then at the same time, the show still worked on my end. So I asked Chip if he wanted to do this. He said no, and then Tom Hanks asked his son to review it, and it went super viral. So I said, fuck it, Chip. And I asked ChatGPT to recap it in the tone of Dr. Seuss to see if Chip can get it.
I did not know about the Seuss part. Okay.
I think that was in the text.
You misspelled Dr. Seuss, and Greg is king of the pirates, so he takes everything absolutely
Well, in
literally.
Greg's defense, I thought you were still producing the show.
True. True.
Yeah. ChatGPT is if it was written by Dr. Shees, and you just thought there was a person named Dr. Shees.
Yes, okay. I did.
Okay, cool.
I just assumed.
Got it. Okay.
King of the pirates.
Jeremiah, thank you for being here. Boo this man. Welcome back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the recap of Drake versus Kendrick Lamar as written by Dr. Seuss. In a land not so far, in a time not so long, lived two famous rappers, both equally strong. One was named Drizzy, the other Kung Fu. Their rhymes and their rhythms were magic. It's true. Drizzy from Canada, smooth as can be, with hits on the charts and fans by the sea. Kung Fu from Compton, his verses so tight. His lyrics cut deep, like a sword in the night. They started as friends, or so did it seem, both climbing the ladder, a hip-hop dream. But soon came the whispers, the talk, and the chatter, that Drizzy and Kung Fu were caught in a clatter. It started with bars, a verse here, a line there, each one more pointed, each one with a glare. Kendrick called out the fakes, the frauds, and the foes, while Drizzy responded with suave and with prose. Oh Drizzy, said Kung Fu with flair. Your rhymes are so catchy, but do they compare to the tales of the streets, the struggles, the fights, the life of a warrior, the darkest of nights? And Drizzy, he answered, with cool and with grace, your verses are strong, but look at my place. I rap for the lovers, the heart and the soul. My songs are like stories that make people whole. The fans, they all watched with eyes open wide as Drizzy and Kung Fu took turns with their pride. Some said it was friendly, a game of pure wit. Others believed it was more than just spit. Through albums and singles, through features and more, the tension it grew like a lion's loud roar. Greg, can you roar? But deep in their hearts, though neither would say, there was a respect in a roundabout way. For Drizzy knew Kung Fu's rhymes were pure art, and Kung Fu knew Drizzy's hits played a part in shaping the world of hip-hop. We see two giants, two titans, and rap history. So here's to the beef, the clash, and the rhyme, two masters of music in their prime time. And though they may battle and though they may spar, we know they're both legends, the true rap all-stars. Shout out our robot overlords.
Why did it not say anything about the Drake setting up Kendrick?
Because ChatGPT's information stops at like 2020. But I used to have a download for it. Basically, what I said in Chip, I was like, "Well, what'd you get, dude?" And he was like, "Well, it sounds like Kendrick's a real rapper and doesn't like that Drake just makes money off music, but it sounds like Drake doesn't really give a shit." And so, NCAA power conferences agree to allow schools to pay players. NCAA will pay over $2.7 billion in damages over 10 years.
Damn. Okay.
So.
Wait, what?
They're paying $2.7 billion in damages for the past 10 years because now players are allowed to make money off NIL.
And that money is going to...
I don't know.
Former players?
No, it's just a headline, brother.
Crazy. Okay. Reggie Bush is about to get paid.
Well, I blew my load on the first hour, so that's all I got. What do you guys got to talk about?
Great load blowing, Derek.
Yes.
You really let it fly. Great job.
Thank you. Now you two do stuff.
Produced. Oh.
Yeah. That side's really hard, huh, Josh?
Yeah. It is difficult.
Have you ever done a movie grid, Josh?
A movie grid?
Mm-hmm.
It's so similar to the sports grid rules, but with movie characters or actors and
freaking
directors?
Hot when you know stuff. Yeah. So here's what we're gonna say.
I ain't never done one of those.
Okay. Well, what's up?
I had a sports thing I wanted to talk about.
Ooh, what?
Ooh,
I can't fucking remember.
I'm all for Josh.
Well, do it. What do you want to talk about?
Okay, so my Thunder are out.
Yes. Good job.
And now we have Mavericks versus the Timberwolves.
Mm-hmm.
So I want a little chit chat about that.
Do
also, the Pacers. The Pacers are fucking. They're killing everybody now. The Pacers dismantled the Bucks and then ruined the Knicks' hopes and dreams. And I kind of love it. I kind of love it. And it kind of feels like Reggie Miller Pacers, where they got one dude, but that dude's better than everybody else's dudes. And it's fucking.
Okay, so with regards to the Pacers thing, I understand what you're saying about liking Tyrese Halliburton, but I do think you need to also remember that Pascal Siakam is a dude.
Hold on one sec. My OBS just, I think, froze.
Yeah, we're glitching out over there.
There we go.
Oh,
maybe not.
Oh.
Nope.
That's what I get for trying to set up screens. Ooh, child. Things are gonna get fucking dumb. Let's see if it comes out. Ooh, child. Gonna jump out this
We're going back to
window.
karaoke.
Shout out to the Thunder for losing. Finally, the win. A pro wants commercial. What's up, Jeremiah? Shut the fuck up. Everything else is working.
Josh, that video of like the players coming back from Game 6 with the crowd still cheering for them at the airport was pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's because we're cool. LeBron James, producer, said that we're like OKC is like a small European soccer town. The way we interact with the Thunder.
Ooh. Okay. I don't hate that.
We are back.
I was trying to think what would be a good. What's a good equivalent for that then? Actually,
Wrexham.
I was thinking like a little bigger than that. No.
What are you talking about?
I don't know, man. Josh Giddey walks into fucking Harvey Bakery and nobody blinks. Everybody's just like, "What's up, Josh?
Well, yeah,
how you doing?"
He's a pedophile.
The neighborhood type feel. Okay, that's fair. I'll give you that.
He did get acquitted. Not acquitted. They couldn't find anything.
Oh, did he? I actually did not.
They just couldn't find it.